Hi, this is Sheila Stromberg, Notorious SHE. I'm doing a tutorial today on a central double decrease that is twisted. So I wanted to use this stitch in my Lotus Eater pattern for the neckline ribbing for V-neck style. And then it turns out, I don't know if I'm calling it wrong, but nobody else on the internet seems to know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to make a video on how I do this stitch. I suppose there's probably another method if you know what to call it, but I couldn't find it. So this is how I do it. So you should have, when you're working the neckline, ribbing around the V, you should have picked up stitches in multiple of 2, and then work knit 1 through the back loop, purl 1 ribbing around the entirety. Make sure that the center of your V is one of the knit 1 through the back loop stitches, not a purl stitch. So you can kind of count back from the end of the row to make sure that this stitch is, you know, doing what we want it to do. So you can see what this stitch kind of looks like. It's just a central double decrease where the middle stitch is the one that is prominent after we're done working it. So what I like to do is take a little stitch marker and put it in the center of the stitch. You don't have to like move it up or anything. It just kind of alerts you that we're coming up to that stitch without putting something on the actual needles, because then you have to move it and move it back, and it's just pain in the butt. So I just put this stitch marker on the row below and just kind of pay attention. So when you're getting going, oh my gosh, sorry that the quality on this video is so bad. I'm using my shirt as a tripod right now because my tripod is broken. So sorry that this is gonna be not my best quality video. So we're gonna work in knit 1 through the back loop ribbing until knit 1 through the back loop, purl 1 ribbing until we get 1 before the center stitch. So if you've worked a central double decrease in the past, it's similar to that, but before we do it, we have to reorient this center stitch here. So I'm gonna just, what I do is I slip 1 purlwise, well, slip 2 purlwise actually. Oh my gosh, sorry. That one I forgot to reset after last time. So it should look like this when you get to it. Slip 2 purlwise. Now this stitch, we're gonna move back over by twisting it like that. Okay, so let me show it again. When we get to the stitch, we're gonna slip 1, slip 2 purlwise. Now we're gonna come into this one, this direction, and that's gonna twist it. If you can see that it's twisted right down at the base of it, that's what we want. And then we're gonna slip this guy back. Okay, now, this is where it gets really, really great and annoying. If you have sharp, like lace needles, that's best for this. I'm using terrible yarn and terrible bamboo. I don't know why. It's not the best thing for this right now, but it's what I had on hand. So what we're gonna next do is go purlwise into the second stitch, slip them both to the right hand needle. I'm sorry, did I say purlwise? I meant knitwise. And then knitwise into this third stitch, slip it over. Okay. Now all of these are sitting together. I kind of hold on to them so they don't slide away with my finger. Now going into the 1, 2, third one from the end, we're gonna go in this direction, the same way that we twisted that other stitch. Slide them. So I kind of keep them on both needles like this. And now I yarn over the back needle and then pull that loop through. And that's gonna put your stitch like right there, twisted, nice in the center. Okay, so let me go back and do that again so you can see it one more time. Let me make sure I untwist this time. Okay, so when you get to it in the knitting, you're gonna slide over purlwise 1, 2, twist this guy around and slide it back, slide this guy back. Okay, now knitwise we're sliding 2 first, then 1. You cannot slide them all 3 together. Don't think you're clever. Somebody else has tried it, me, and it doesn't work. Now you're gonna go in this direction. Oof, this is really hard to do. There we go, sorry. Now I have kind of a little X of my needles, yarn over, and then bring that through like that. Twisted. Okay, one more time for good measure. Put these back. Oof, there we go. Okay. All right, last time. 1, 2 purlwise. Twist 1. Slide that one back. Knitwise sliding 2. Knitwise sliding 1. Now we show that guy. Oh, you gotta make sure you get through all 3 loops. Yarn it over. Bring it through. And that is going to keep your yarn over in pattern. Now you'll notice there's not a purl between these anymore. So when you come to that row on your next round, just maintain the pattern. Just work this as, you know, knit 1 through the back loop, knit 1 through the back loop, knit 1 through the back loop. And then when you work the following decrease round, the main pattern is gonna go back to normal. So every other decrease round is gonna reset the pattern. Just make sure you keep all of your stitches in the same pattern as it was established, and you will be just fine. Okay, so this is stitches, the central double decrease that's twisted. I don't know what other people call it, but it's through the back loop. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, good luck. Happy knitting.